Amen. So, the sentiment of most women that I read earlier, the quote, can I pretty much, assume that that's the way most people feel, even those here. It is a lofty goal to be able to do all of this. But the thing that we need to know is it can be done, and we said it can be done because all things are possible through God. But the thing that makes it easy to be done, or easier, is to know that you don't have to do it all at the same time. Life is lived. Life is lived in stages. There are some aspects to this Proverbs 31 woman that you might not reach until you're 70. After you got some other stuff done in your life. So don't feel like if you 21, you just became legal, that you're supposed to have all of this stuff that she had. Because if you would read back earlier in this text, it says that this was a prophecy that the mother gave. And some assume that this is Bathsheba speaking to Solomon. Some assume that it's another Israelite daughter speaking to her princely son. But whoever is speaking, they said that it is a prophecy. So that means it is an inspiration from God. And I don't know if anybody in here has been prophesied over at church. I'm sure most probably have. And those of you who have been prophesied over at church, after you left church and got home, was it there?
Next year sometime.
Yeah, because there are some things that have been spoken over me that they're not years. I'm glad I wrote it down. I'm glad I wrote the prophecies down as best I could remember them, because you pretty much tend to forget. But that's because God, He's a process God. He knows how He wants you to finish. And then he gets all of that together. He gets that finished product together. Then He comes back and gets you at the first step at the beginning. And then He walks you through it. So this Proverbs 31 woman is how you're going to be at the end of your life. So that's the relief, isn't it? Now that doesn't mean you're not supposed to have no aspects of this woman present today. We should be able to look into your life and see that you're on this road to being there. We should see that you have one or two things going that she has going, and that you're pretty likely to have all of the rest. And then again, at the end of your life, when you look back over your life, when God calls you home and says, welcome, my good and faithful servant, that's when you'll see that you had all of it. So we can have it all as women. And men, you can't have a woman who has it all. Isn't that a good thing to know? You don't have to wind up with some little trifling, something or other. Take all your money and So there is hope, amen. There is hope. So we need to know that we can do this thing when we do it. We choose to do it in stages. And we don't decide what stage I'm going to be in or what I'm going to have. That's from being connected to God and allowing Him to live through your life.